I thank you all very much for being here. And our first order of business today is the swearing in of our newly elected members of the Board of Commissioners. That would be myself, Kathryn Harrington, as well as Pam Treece and Jerry Willey. We'll also have the swearing in of the newly elected Auditor, John Hutzler, as well. And we'll be joining Commissioner Dick Scouten and when he arrives, Commissioner Roy Rogers. So we're so excited to have each of you here. You are each important to us, whether you're an employee of Washington County, a member of the community that resides here or works here every day, as well as friends and family members. But I also want to ensure that we recognize elected officials who are here with us today. I've seen our state treasurer, Tobias Reed. We have a city councilor from Tualatin, Robert Kellogg, here. I've seen city councilor Lacey Beatty from Beaverton. Folks, raise your hand so I can see where you are in the audience. There we have THPRD board director Ali Kavianian, as well as Wendy Kroger, who is here.
She'd be your president if you were still on the Metro Council.
We have Metro Council President Lynn Peterson, Metro Councilor Shirley Craddock and Craig Dirksen are also here. We also have Mayor Doyle. We also have a board director for TV F&R, Gordon Hovies. Who else is here that I'm having trouble seeing with the lights? Oh, yes, thank you. We have Hillsborough Mayor Steve Calloway. We have our elected Sheriff Pat Garrett over here.
Park District John Griffiths.
Oh, yes, there you are. Hello, John. John Griffiths from THPRD, Val Valfrey, City Councilor for Forest Grove. So have I missed anyone? I have people pointing, but I'm having... Oh, yes. Sorry. I think I'm going to hear about this tonight. Beaverton City Councilor Mark Sansucci as well, who is my husband and partner of 36 plus years. So
we have someone from the Hillsborough School Board as well.
Oh, Hillsborough School Board, that's right, Martin Granum. Thank you for being here. And Lisa Allen was here, and Kyle Allen is here as well. Hillsborough City Council. And our district attorney, Kevin Barton, is here as well. So let's all give our elected officials a big hand. And for any of you who I might have missed calling out by name, my apologies. I'm really honored to have two former chairs of the Washington County Board here, Andy Dyke as well as Tom Bryan, and other former elected officials at the county level, city level, service district level. So thank you all so much for being here. We're really honored today to have Judge Oscar Garcia from the Washington County Circuit Court here today to administer the oath of office for each of us. Judge Garcia, would you like to join me up here? And the rest of the board is here before us as well. Judge Garcia received his Bachelor of Business Administration from the University of Notre Dame and his law degree from the University of Oregon School of Law. He started his legal career at the Metropolitan Public Defender Services in 1996. A couple of years later, he opened up his own practice here in Hillsborough, specializing in criminal defense in state and federal courts. He's been a judge for almost 7 years, continuing his extensive service for all of us here in Washington County and in our great state. In addition to his position as a circuit court judge, he is an advisory attorney for the Consulate of Mexico in... when you were a lawyer. Well, still, that is extensive experience, where he developed and taught a class on Latinos in the law at the University of Oregon School of Law. Prior to law school, he served as a commissioned officer in the U.S. Army Reserve Forces and the Oregon National Guard, and continued his service in early years as a practicing attorney here in Washington County. So I hope you will please join me in welcoming Judge Oscar Garcia. So I'll now turn the proceedings over to you, Judge Garcia.
Okay, let's begin swearing in. You want
First.
You're first.
It's really important we get this right today.
Yes. All right, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Kathryn Harrington,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Charter of Washington County,
the Charter of Washington County,
and the law thereof,
and the laws thereof,
and will faithfully and honorably perform my duties
and will faithfully and honorably perform my duties
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
in the office of County Commissioner,
in the office of County Commissioner at Large,
to which I have been elected.
to which I have been elected.
Congratulations, Commissioner. Welcome aboard.
And for her swearing in, Pam Treece will be having her family join us. Pam, would you like to introduce your family?
Certainly. Actually, these are the female members of my immediate family. This is Addison Oda. This is Olivia Oda. This is my daughter, Hillary Oda, and my mother, Paula Holzman.
All right, please raise your right hand. I, please state your name,
I, Pam Treece,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Charter of Washington County,
the Charter of Washington County,
and the laws thereof,
and the laws thereof,
and will faithfully and honorably perform my duties
and will faithfully and honorably perform my duties
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
in the office of County Commissioner,
in the office of County Commissioner,
to which I have been elected.
to which I have been elected.
Congratulations, Commissioner. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
I didn't talk to my wife about this in advance, but I'd like my wife and my daughter to come up and join me.
All right. Please raise your right hand. I, please state your name,
I, Jerry Willey,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Charter of Washington County,
the Charter of Washington County,
and the laws thereof,
and the laws thereof,
and will faithfully and honorably perform my duties
and will faithfully and honorably perform my duties
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability
in the office of County Commissioner,
in the office of County Commissioner,
to which I have been elected.
to which I've been elected.
Congratulations, Commissioner. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge Garcia. It was really special for each and every one of us to be sworn in by you today. What an honor. So before we continue, I would like to provide the opportunity for each of the newly sworn-in members to say a few words to mark the occasion. So to start us off, Commissioner Treece. Thank you, Commissioner, for making sure I get to this detail. So as a small token of our appreciation for having you join us today, Judge Garcia, I have a plant for you that perhaps may add a little color to your days doing the hard work as a judge.
I will put it in my office.
Thank you.
Good morning. I want to thank all of you for being here this morning. This important day will always live with me. I am honored and I am humbled to be elected by District 2 to serve as your commissioner. I want to take this opportunity to thank those of you who supported my campaign and helped me get elected. It goes without saying that I would not be here today without you. I also want to thank my husband, Marty Treece, for his encouragement and his support. He even walked the dog when I couldn't. All of my family, including my son, daughter-in-law, and 2 grandsons on the East Coast, have been with me every step of the way, and I appreciate your love and support beyond words. When I took the oath of office, as you know, I had my 2 granddaughters, my daughter, and my 93-year-old mother, who is a World War II veteran of the British Royal Air Force, by my side. You may have noticed the bruising on my mother's face. She fell on Sunday and broke her nose. My brother, sister, and I spent a good portion of the day in the emergency room with her. Mom insisted that she be here today for me. Our mom's strength shines throughout our family, and I bring her strength and character with me to my work at Washington County. Thank you, Mom. Being commissioner-elect since last May has given me quite a while to get prepared for this role, and I have taken full advantage of that opportunity. A special thank you to Chair Dyke and to the 2018 board for allowing me to sit at the table during the work sessions. That experience has been invaluable. I also want to thank the county staff for the many hours of presentations that you have made to help me get prepared for this role. I can tell you it has been a bit like drinking from a fire hose, but I can guarantee you that a large part did sink in. I would also like to publicly thank Commissioner Greg Malinowski, who's standing in the back of the room. I want to thank him for his gracious support and his work to help me transition to this role. I plan to talk with him frequently as we move forward. In fact, we are both going to be at CPO 1 this evening, and you're welcome, right, Greg, to join us there. It is my hope that our shared belief in civility and respect can serve as a model to politicians at all levels of government. Over the past year, I have spent many hours talking to Washington County residents about the issues they are facing. I know from these conversations that alleviating traffic congestion, ensuring housing is attainable, public safety for all residents in all places, the protection of our environment, and creating and retaining living wage jobs are key priorities for our communities. When it comes to these important issues of housing and land use, transportation, the environment, public safety, and economic prosperity for everyone, I intend to have deep engagement with the residents of District 2 and residents throughout the county. I resolve to reach out to you, and I encourage you to take every chance to communicate with me as well. Across all areas, I will have a strong focus on equity, diversity, and inclusion. We need to do everything that we can at the personal level, at the community level, and in policy work to make sure that all who call Washington County home are welcomed and included as we move this county forward together. I would like to congratulate Commissioner Willey, Chair Harrington, and I would like to thank Commissioner Schouten and Commissioner Rogers for your help in getting me ready as well. Again, thank you so much to everyone that's here. I really appreciate you sharing this important moment with me. Thank you.
Well, just like everyone else, I want to say thank you very much, everyone, for taking this time out of your morning. As you know, if you've heard me speak before, I don't follow my own script very well. So this is going to be a little bit of an impromptu. But I do want to say a couple of thank yous to some people that are here. First of all, to my wife, Judy, and my daughter, Casey. Thank you for impromptu standing up here with me. I appreciate that. And certainly, as a former mayor, I believe in the responsibility and the importance of collaboration with the cities in Washington County. We have several mayors here. We have some former mayors here. Lou Ogden from Tualatin, John Cook from Tigard. I think that's the only two. But we also have two former chairs of Washington County that we must, I think, recognize and say thank you to once again. Former Chair Tom Bryan and former chair, immediately former chair, Andy Dyke, about 10 minutes ago or something, I think. As Pam indicated, we have been, since we were elected in May, we have been working with the staff of Washington County to bring us up to speed as best as possible for this day today and for the next 4 years. And I can't say how much, I can't say enough about how much I appreciate the staff's commitment to providing us with the information. They would schedule an hour meeting and we would go 2 hours. That's how long it would take for us to get through the questions. They were very patient, and it was good time. And so for all of the staff that are here and all of the staff that aren't here, thank you very much for the time and the commitment that you've made to bring Pam and I up to speed on county work. I don't believe Bob Terry is here. He is the former commissioner for District 4. I just wanted to say thank you to Bob for his 8 years in District 4. In my travels around District 4, I find that Bob was very well received, worked hard, represented them well, and I plan to follow his footsteps in that. I was also asked to say something nice about Dick and Roy. And what you need to know is Roy came in a little bit late, but for Roy, that was early. And so, Roy, I look forward to, as you know, Roy and I are brothers. We're both CPAs, and so I look forward to working with you, and I'll try and fill in for the first 5 minutes of every meeting that you're late. And oh, 10 minutes. And he always blames traffic. I don't know where he gets that. And Dick, I look forward to working with you too, and riding your bike in, and I'll see if I can do that. I'm a little shorter, John, than you. Washington County is a blessed county, and we have been that for a number of years, and I give the responsibility and the credit to not only our former chairs, but our former commissioners, and certainly to the staff of Washington County. We are a county that is blessed with good employment, livable wage employment, opportunities for growth, opportunities for upward mobility of those who need a little bit of a hand up to help, excuse me. And we also have a responsibility with that blessing and with that economic advantage that we have, excuse me. We have a responsibility, I believe, in our state, and this is one of the, or in our county, this is one of the things that I have heard throughout the campaign trail and since, is that we have a responsibility for leadership in the region, leadership in the state, for not only things like affordable housing, which we absolutely need, and we look forward to working with our metro government on facilitating the latest bond that was approved. Things like transportation, and again, working with our regional and state leaders on making a transportation system improvement. Thank you, Angie. Look at this. Thank you. See, that's what I was talking about. Transportation needs and demands that are already on us and that we're going to need to be meeting in the future. But we also have, I believe, a new responsibility: diversity, inclusionary thoughts, hiring practices, everything that we do, where we invite everyone, all the residents of Washington County and all the future residents of Washington County to come and be a part of our process, and a transparent government where we can be inviting for those and friendly, certainly, to those. So I am looking forward to spending the next 4 years as your representative as the Washington County District 4. And I look forward to working with each one of you and I guess inviting you to be a part of our success and certainly the future of Washington County. Thank you.
Man, it is so exciting to have all of you here. I'm just so proud to be a member of your new Washington County Board of Commissioners. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a real honor to be sworn in today as the new chair of this great Board of Commissioners. And like the prior newly elected commissioners, I want to thank those commissioners who came before us, because you have provided us with an incredible base. And with all of the wonderful employees that you and our Chief Administrator, Bob Davis, have hired over the years, I think we are well positioned for a bright future for Washington County. And we have some more folks who've joined us who are standing in the hallway. Can you hear us out there? Oh, good, good. I'm thrilled. Well, as many of you know, I love Washington County. Growing up in a military family, I lived all over the country, from rural to suburban communities. Then, 29 years ago, high-tech jobs brought me and my husband here to this wonderful place, Washington County. Washington County is where historic family farms and nurseries bump elbows with cutting-edge tech companies, including companies that I worked for here in Washington County in my 22-year career in high tech. It is your home as well, in addition to it being my home. It's also a place where you and I work and spend our time, energy, and passion. And I want Washington County to keep going, to keep being a place that is wonderful and better for each and every one of us. I served as a community advocate here in the county for a couple of years, and then I ran for public office and won in 2006. I had the honor of representing northern and western, the western majority of urban Washington County as an elected Metro councilor. Now, I am deeply honored to serve the full Washington County community, the community that I love, the residents of our 13 cities, the various urban unincorporated areas, and our various rural communities and areas, rich in agricultural roots and history. During my election and my work at Metro representing Washington County, I heard loud and clear from community members about what is important to them. As chair, I'll prioritize transportation with practical options for everyone, jobs for small business growth and creation of local family wage jobs. And on the housing front, we need to make sure that every Washington County resident has access to stable and affordable housing. And you also have heard how important accountability is to me, so that our government is open and transparent in its decision-making, active in our communities, and learns from our county auditors' assessments. And I think you heard about some of this and more from my newly elected colleagues. And I think it's very exciting for the 5 of us to serve now as your full county board. Washington County is a place of great opportunity. As the chair of the Board of Commissioners, I will work to shape our opportunities to the benefit of all, while also navigating our challenges so that no one is left behind. And of course, preserve what is so special about Washington County today. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for joining me today, for joining us today as we move forward, including Judge Garcia, who's done us the honor of swearing us in today. Thank you all for this tremendous honor and making time in your day to share in this wonderful moment with us. And now, I would like... We will be having a State of the County in a few months ahead, so you're going to get to hear more from us and hopefully other elected officials here in Washington County, because after all, we serve you. Just like you, this is your home, it's our home. And I would like to provide County Commissioners Dick Scouten and Roy Rogers with the opportunity to share a few words with you today as well.
Well, first of all, thank you. We're very honored. It really is. It really feels great to have all of you here, and I really appreciate that. This is all about teamwork, and I think one way that I can play a little teamwork here is as we started to navigate the minefield of elected officials and recognizing them, I want to recognize a couple of other elected officials that came today. One of them is our new Metro Councilor, Juan Carlos Gonzalez. And THPRD Park Director Ali Kavanian. Thank you. And I think a lot of things have been covered by all the remarks that you've heard already, so I won't try to duplicate any of that. I will say that Roy and I, as the old timers, I guess you would call us, okay, yeah, I'll just speak for myself. As one old timer, we had it's been a great 18 years on the board for me, and part of that is that our line of communications with the past boards have been terrific. I think we've had good, honest, diplomatic, tactful, but I think clear communications about how we felt, and honest with each other, and try to avoid surprises. Typically, surprises are not a good thing in politics, and so we've had good communications, and there's been a real sense, a true sense of integrity and honesty, and respect, and I anticipate that will continue. And I look back with fondness at the past boards and our past chairs that are here, but I also look forward very much to our new board, and congratulations to the 3 of you.
Well, thank you, Chair. I didn't know we were going to say a few things. This is a very small crowd from what we're used to at our normal meetings. I'm surprised. Thank you all for attending. For elected officials, people I've worked with for many years are here today, and I am delighted to have not only served with you, but for you in my capacity. Chair, you're about the 6th or 7th chair I've served with here, and I'm delighted that we're going to get that opportunity. It's, I think, going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of exciting things that we're going to do. And
you didn't say Jerry.
I said chair, not Jerry. Jay.
Pam was confused there for a minute.
No, this. And Jerry and I have worked together on several occasions when he was mayor of Hillsborough, and some little tiny SIP projects for Intel. The last one being $100 billion. That was a little tiny number, but it was an exciting process. I would be remiss, Tom, you know, it was great working with you, not only when you were mayor of Tigard, but out here, and that you set a shining example for how things should be. And Andy, we not only started out 24 years ago working with one another. At that time, you were fresh, newly elected, never been in office before, and boy, did you blossom into wonderful, wonderful chair, and you will be missed. So to the new board, I'm excited in working with you. Whatever I can do to assist in that capacity, I will do that. I know Dick feels the same way. We have some major challenges as the county continues to grow and diversify and to have needs that we can only hope to partially address. And Jerry, I'll help you along. I promise. I know you. I've already told everyone on staff, speak very loud and slowly to him. He'll only understand 50% of it anyway. So. So thank you for having us here today to say a few words, and thank you for all for attending. This is a wonderful group of people that I'm very privileged to serve with.
Well, just wait. We're not quite done yet. But thank you to my colleagues, each and every one of you, for sharing your thoughts today. As you have heard from us and as we've demonstrated in the past, we're going to be out and about in the community in a big way. So this is not the only opportunity that folks will have to hear about what's important to us. We're going to be very present in our community. So I'm thrilled by what I have heard from my new elected colleagues today, as well as those who have tenure before us. And please do expect that we're going to be having a very active commission and working on your behalf. If the board would like to, you can stay. We're going to swear in our County Auditor, John Hutzler, now. John, if you would please join me up here. As folks may know, John Hutzler has been serving as your independently elected county auditor for 4 years and 8 years, excuse me, thank you. He was recently re-elected to that position, so today is the day for him to be sworn in to a new term as well. And you have some family joining us.
Yes, I'd like to introduce my wife, Terry Martin, who's a former member and chair of the Washington County Commission for Children and Families and the Public Safety Coordinating Council. And my son, David Hutzler, who did me the honor 4 years ago of swearing me in.
Wonderful. So yes, thank you for raising your right hand. I,
John Hutzler,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Oregon,
the Constitution of the State of Oregon,
and the Charter of Washington County,
and the Charter of Washington County,
and the laws thereof, and will faithfully and honorably perform my duties to the best of my ability in the office of County Auditor, to which I have been elected. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And John, would you like to share a few words with us today?
Thank you very much, Chair Harrington. My remarks will be brief. As an auditor, I'm accustomed to speaking through my audit reports and only after they've been checked and double-checked by my staff. But I can't resist making some remarks at a time when I don't have to worry about a response from the county administrator. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate your being here and staying for the second act of the swearing in here. I'd also like to thank the outgoing commissioners and former commissioners with whom I've served for their service to Washington County, and particularly to Commissioner Greg Malinowski, who's always been a steadfast supporter of the Auditor's Office. I'd also like to introduce my staff of performance auditors. I think they're at the back there. Keith Shoup and Pete Morris. Look forward to working with you in this third term. All three of us look forward to working with a new board and with the county administrator and the staff of the county to improve the delivery of services to all of Washington County's residents. Thank you again for coming.
I'm really glad that our auditor, John Hutzler, introduced his staff who's joining us today. Once again, could you wave your hands? Wonderful, thank you. Washington County, which includes the Sheriff's Department as well as Clean Water Services, represents your county government and municipal agency that we, your board, are responsible for. Washington County has great employees, and for those of you who work for the county, if you wouldn't mind waving, and for the audience to join me in thanking them for their public service. We couldn't do it without you, and we are all honored and passionate about serving you well in local county government. So thank you very much. Without you, we wouldn't have a need for a government and a working democracy. Thank you, John Hutzler, Commissioners Scouten, Treece, Willey, and Rogers, for being part of our county team, along with your elected sheriff, Sheriff Garrett. It's a really special day for us. It's pretty real once you see your name up on nameplates and you're sworn in. And so we're very anxious to hit the ground running. I'd like to give a special thank you once again for Judge Garcia for his role in today's ceremony, as well as to the various friends and family members who have joined us today, who've really helped make it possible for us to have the opportunity to earn the vote of the people of this county and to serve you each and every day moving forward. Thank you very much. Staff and Philip tried to convince me that we would go pretty swiftly, and I was concerned that it might take us a little bit more time, but he's proven me wrong, and I'm happy to admit that. Thank you so much, Philip. So with the board's indulgence, we will be continuing our work session in our work session room just down the hall. And then at 10 o'clock, we will be convening as your full county commission here up at the dais. For those of you who are friends and family, if you want to join us at 10 o'clock, I think it's a very special day. It's our first full day of meetings as your county board. So do feel free to join us at 10 o'clock, and we can capture some pictures of you and your loved ones right here up at the dais, because it only happens the first time once. So thank you again for joining us today, and we'll not adjourn, but we'll reconvene the meeting in room 120D just down the hall. Thank you again for making time out of your day to be with us.